let's talk about your work with K Camp.
Oh man.
I know you've been working with him multiple times.
Oh yeah.
Y'all locked in. I
Yeah.
see him from the gram. Y'all
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah. That,
I mean, and he influenced the whole generation, bro. Like, I think me and you are about the same age. I don't know.
yeah.
But when I was in high school, bruh, everywhere K Camp was playing. So we gotta talk about K Camp. Like, what's your experience like working with him?
Man, so first off, yeah, K Camp, yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I remember listening to his song Comfortable, going crazy.
Yep.
And that was like my song, for real. And yeah, man, my boy from 808 Mafia, he was working with like Pyrex, Whippa, and like I think he was working with ATL Jacobs at the time before ATL Jacobs became ATL Jacobs, like crazy. But he was working with all of them, and he was making plays, and he knew Camp from a distance a little bit, and he was trying to like patch things up and try to like make some A&R plays. And I was the engineer, so I was always the engineer that always rolled with my boy Neil, and my boy Neil was always making these plays and stuff. And he put me in the room with him the first time, and the first time he fucked with the vibe. It was a Pyrex session. He came in to do a feature, and he fucked with the vibe. And then the second time it was in the same studio, but it was with K Camp. And when we were recording, I think he took. I could have sworn he took like Adderall or something, like. But he was like focused. Like I like he was like really focused.
Let's just say he was focused. I'm not gonna put drugs on him. He was focused. He was locked in.
Yeah, no, he was definitely locked in. I think like he was in a different like mode for sure, like rapping mode and going crazy. Like he was doing some cool shit.
Yeah.
And I remember like a lot of producers came in, and me and him, like we were like, I'm pretty fast at recording, so we was in sync. And like anytime he asked me to do something, I did it. And one time it was good. It wasn't like, no, do this or no. It was like
straight,
perfect, just vibing and shit. So that was my experience first working with him. And then over time I started getting booked a couple more times with him. They would book him at other studios where they already provided the engineer. But my boy was like, no, I want to put my boy in here. I think like you could develop a good relationship with him. And so we started working a little bit more and more. And then, yeah, like for a couple of years, honestly, we've been working. And then I want to say it was recently I brought him here to my studio for the first time.
Okay, Camp's been up in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to K Camp.
Yeah, straight up. Shout out to my boy K Camp. But I brought him here, and when he came through, he was sitting on the couch and he was like, "Man, when you gonna stop fucking around and be my engineer, man?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, like I hate recording myself sometimes. Like it's kind of tiring and shit." Cause he records himself. A lot of his music he records himself. He has his own studio like in Atlanta. Everything he does is primarily in Atlanta. But when he comes out here, he vacations.
Okay.
And so like, you know, he's obviously tapped into like if he wants to create, he's gonna create, and he wants to tap in with producers out here. So, you know, I'm just like the go-to engineer that he just goes to when he's out here.
Yeah.
And he always asks his boy to set it up. Yo, can you set it up with Marv? Like this, that, and the third. So, whenever he's out here, you know, we link. But I looked at him and I was like, I'll fly to the A. Like I'll fly to the A. What's up? And then he was just like, he said he was gonna fly to the A. Like what? And I was like, yeah, like I need a change. I need to change the temperature. I need to change the weather. Like,
oh
shoot, like you know, like I'd be down to like go over there, you know, and then you know, it was just a conversation. But then shortly after, my boy Justin, he followed up with him. He was like, hey, bro, like if you was serious, like me and Marv, like we'll fly out there, bro. Like I'll fly out with Marv and like we'll lock in. I'm on my A&R tip and stuff, and like. You know, he'll engineer and like we'll just lock in, bro. He's serious. And then he's like, well, I'm about to go on tour. When I get off a tour, when I get back in album mode, I'm gonna be fully independent. Like, we'll talk about it. I was thinking about taking Marv on the road with me, but like ended up not happening. But he was like, yeah, when I'm in album mode, like I'm ready. Like I'm gonna hit Marv up and stuff. So hopefully, cross my fingers. hopefully we can get that going. But yeah, like that's the big homie for sure. Like we're definitely locked in, and